Hello, Blessing. Hello, can you hear me? Comment if you can hear me in the comment section. Let me try adjust the microphone and so the camera. Okay, awesome. So let me put the camera up and then we'll continue. Okay, so can you hear me? Just confirm that you can hear me again. Okay, wonderful. All right. Sorry for the breaking transmission, guys. Nigeria and our network issues. God help us. Okay, so let's get right into it. Thank you for your patience. Yeah. So as I was saying before network interrupted. So what is Digital Empowerment Academy? Please let me know if you can or hear me in the comments so I know to continue or I know when something is wrong. All right, so what is Digital Empowerment Academy? Now, this is a bold and visionary initiative that is designed to equip 10,000 young Nigerians with in-demand tech skills and then help them launch successful careers in the digital space over the next 2 years. So beyond just teaching you these tech skills, we are also going to try to set in place the support that you need if you want to go through the freelance route, if you want to get jobs in tech companies, if you want to start your own business, your own agency, or your own organization. So we've been able to get the support of volunteer tech experts, corporate partners, and global allies. And through all of this, the aim is to give you access to world-class knowledge, mentorship, and career guidance in 8 core areas of tech skills. And the areas are software development, coding and programming fundamentals, data analysis, project management, graphic design, UI UX design, cybersecurity, and digital marketing. And now this is not just another training, this is a movement. So now the question is why DA, why Digital Empowerment Academy, and why now? So Nigeria is blessed with talent, but too many young people have little or no access to the tools and the exposure and the right knowledge they need to thrive in today's global economy. So the Digital Empowerment Academy project is our way of breaking those barriers and saying you deserve a seat at the global tech table, and we want to help you get there. So tech is the future, and the journey to that future begins here today. So what is our vision for you? Now, we see this program as more than just a training. It is a launch pad. It is a starting point into a world of possibilities. Whether you're learning how to build applications, create designs, manage tech projects, or market your product online, we want you to walk away from this experience empowered, employable, and equipped. And we are here to help you grow, not just as a learner, but as a future leader, a future innovator, and a future change maker. So now, what does this mean for you? This means you are not alone. Joining this program means you are now part of a community of 2,000 passionate young Nigerians just like you. And you'll be learning from top instructors and real life practitioners. So you're not going to be learning theoretical or book knowledge. You're going to be learning practical knowledge from people who have walked the same path that you are about to walk. And most importantly, you will be guided by a team that believes in you and is committed to your success. So once again, welcome to everyone. This is your time, this is your season, and let's build your future together. Now, I'll deviate a little for some minutes just to introduce you to Cedar Africa's other projects, what we do, what we stand for, so you can understand how passionate we are about empowering you and giving you our best for the next 4 months to ensure that you emerge at the end of this program a completely transformed version of yourself. So, Cedar Africa is more than just an NGO, and we stand for the Center for Empowerment, Education, Development, and Advocacy for Rights in Africa. And then we believe that true change happens when people are equipped, not just with knowledge, but with purpose, with tools, and with opportunity. Now, our mission is bold and clear. We want to break the circle of poverty in Africa. We want to empower the marginalized, and we want to drive sustainable development across the continent. So we work with young people, we work with women, we work with displaced persons, students, grassroots communities, and we arm them with real solutions and a voice that matters. So what is our philosophy? Our philosophy is simple: the power of the people. We believe that every young person, no matter where they are, where they were born, what they have been through, they deserve opportunity, they deserve hope, they deserve dignity, and they deserve the freedom to dream big. And not just to dream, but to also have the tools to build those dreams into reality. And so that's why every single project that Cedar Africa has is focused on impact, empowerment, and transformation. So what are our core pillars? We work through 5 guiding pillars. We work through empowerment, through skills and knowledge, gender equity and social justice, youth development and leadership, digital access and tech inclusion, and finally, storytelling for global impact. So we currently have 3 flagship projects, and I will take some minutes to walk you through the powerful work that we are already doing. And first of all, of course, we have Digital Empowerment Academy, that's the DEA for short, and that's the program that you have joined. And trust me, you are in the right place. So DEA is more than just a tech boot camp. It is a launch pad that is designed to help young Nigerians like you learn in-demand digital skills like web design, like I mentioned earlier. No need to go over that again. To access mentorship from top professionals at the Zealots Academy, the Zealots School of Marketing, and the other agencies we'll be working with to bring this project to you. And then to get real-world experience through internships and client projects, so that by the time you're graduating, you have something, you have a portfolio or a mini portfolio to present to say, okay, I have experience, I have learned, and I have practiced, and I have actually carried out real life projects. And then so that going forward, we also hope to create a system that helps you start businesses with our support, right? So we'll give you access to planning tools and potential microloans. We are still working on that, but we hope to also present that to you before the end of the 4 months. And we want to ensure that everybody is job ready and earning some form of income at the end of this project. So DA is here to give you power over your future. And if you can commit to the program, if you can commit to the project, you'd be very glad you did at the end of it. Because we are not just training techies, we are nurturing leaders, founders, and change makers. So I'm seeing someone talk about audio. Can you hear me? Is only Benjamin having the audio problem, or is it a general problem? So let me know if you can hear me in the chat box, the audio especially. Okay, awesome. So others can hear me. Benjamin, you probably okay. Okay, awesome. So the second project that Cedar Africa is carrying out is the Humanitarian Mentorship Initiative. It's the HMI for short. Okay, the audio is echoing. Let me turn this off. Okay, so I hope it doesn't echo this time. So the HMI project is one for Nigerian undergraduates that are studying sociology, political science, criminology, mass communication, public admin, or any other related course. And this is their gateway into the world of impact and humanitarian service, right? So the HMI is going to connect young students to the real world of NGOs, civil society, advocacy, and humanitarian work. So the HMI is for those who have a passion for impact and humanitarian work, and they're probably studying courses that do not have these practical applications. They learn the theory in school, so we are trying to bridge that gap and give them access to the practical and real life experiences. So what they'll get, that's those in the HMI, is volunteer placements with real NGOs during their semester breaks, mentorship from experienced NGO leaders and project managers, and then live masterclass with sector experts, and then also access to scholarships, grants, and fellowships. And then finally, hands-on projects, because everyone who goes through all of our projects will be a leader at the end of it. So you can start your project, would help you raise funding that you can plan and lead to create impact in your community. So with the HMI, we are building the next generation of humanitarian leaders. And then the last project we have currently is the Impact Stories by Cedar Africa. And we believe that everyone's story, everybody who's making impact, who is creating change, who is creating a difference in their community, in their environment, solving a problem, they have a story that deserves to be told, and they have work that deserves to be seen. So Africa is full of unheard stories, stories of resilience, of ordinary people doing extraordinary things. And through impact stories, we would help non-profits, community champions, informal groups, and everyday change makers to tell their stories through compelling video, photography, and storytelling, and share these stories with the world through our platforms. So we'll help them raise funding, we'll help them find volunteers, we help them reach more people, because we believe that when we shine a light on local efforts, we inspire global action. So now, why does this matter to you? Why am I taking the time and the energy to go through all of these things? Because you are not just joining one program, you're entering into an ecosystem of young leaders, of mentors, of doers, of believers, and people just like you who are working to build a better Nigeria and a better Africa. So whether you're going into tech full time, into advocacy, into business, into media or into education, your journey with Cedar Africa is your foundation for impact. So we are not just here to fix today's problems. We are building the foundations of a just, thriving, and dignified tomorrow. And guess what? The future has your name written all over it. So welcome to Cedar Africa and welcome to the Digital Empowerment Academy. Welcome to a community where your voice, your skills, and your dreams will shape history. So let's take a moment to imagine the future, right? A future where every young person in Nigeria, no matter their background or their bank balance, can access life-changing digital skills. A future where unemployment does not define our youth, but innovation, creativity, and empowerment do. And that is the future we imagine every day at Digital Empowerment Academy, and that is the future we are trying to build. And Nigeria has one of the largest youth populations in the world, yet over 13 million Nigerian youths remain unemployed or underemployed. Degrees are no longer enough. The world is moving fast. In countries like China and the United States, artificial intelligence has been inculcated into their nursery school curriculum, kindergarten and nursery school, whereas in Nigeria, we still go through primary, secondary, university, and just to get degrees that are obsolete, that are not so relevant to the future we are heading to. Now, the world is moving fast. Digital is the new language of opportunity. And those who cannot speak it, who do not have tech skills, who are not conversant with AI and the tech revolution, are being left behind. Now, at South Africa, we saw these gaps. We listened to the cries of talented, brilliant, eager young people who are full of potential, but locked out of opportunity for one reason or the other. And we knew we couldn't wait for someone else to fix it, so we took action. Now, the Digital Empowerment Academy was born from a deep conviction that every young Nigerian deserves access to the digital economy, and that skills, not connections, should determine success. And with the right tools, with the right training and support, young people can rise beyond their limitations. So we've seen success stories, we've seen people from average families, backgrounds, normal people go on to earn $10,000 monthly, $5,000 monthly. And it is so empowering that a young person can commit to learning a skill, put their best foot forward, and it changes everything, right? They begin to earn in foreign currencies, they work from home, they can invest in real estate, in a whole lot of things. That is so empowering. And that is the goal we have for every single one of us here, every single person who has registered for this program. So the Digital Empowerment Academy is not just a training program. It is not just another youth initiative. It is a movement to get digital skills democratized, to decentralize opportunities, and develop a generation of empowered, skilled, and confident young people. I'm taking my time to go through all of this so that we understand the goal, the vision, the mission, and why we are here, and the fact that we can put in our best foot forward and get the best out of this program. So how is the DEA structured? The DEA is structured to give you real-world hands-on experience, not just theory or PowerPoint. We want you to practice, we want you to build, we want you to collaborate, we want you to solve real challenges. And we are focused on the skills that are actually needed in today's economy, that have, of course, a lot of value to add to today's economy, that are in demand, and not just trendy skills. And then I'll go through the skills again. So we have digital marketing, we have UI UX design, we have data analysis, project management, coding. And then we're going to be teaching you freelance skills. So as you learn these skills, how do you learn to sell yourself? How do you learn to put yourself out there? How do you learn to attract clients? And then for those who want to build businesses around the skills that they have, it's okay to build. It's okay to want to build an agency. You can build from Nigeria. There's in the tech revolution, there's no limitation. There's no barrier to how much you can actually achieve, right? So we have a whole lot of trainings planned out to expose you to a lot of opportunities, how to build, how to freelance, how to get into Web3 for those who even want to combine their tech skills with Web3. We have all of that lined up for you. So you'll be working on live projects from time to time, and assignments would connect you to small businesses and real brands. And of course, by the time you're done, you would have certificates, but not just certificates, you'd have a portfolio. And then you'll be matched with mentors also, people who have walked the paths you're about to take, entrepreneurs, developers, digital strategists, and designers and marketing experts. They'll guide you, they'll challenge you, and they'll support you throughout your journey. And then if you have a business idea, we would have accelerators or mini competitions towards the end, where we select very outstanding ideas and fund them, or probably connect them to microloans, connect them to pitch opportunities and startup support. And then for those who want to work in organizations, we try to get internship and job placement opportunities through partnerships we would build with tech companies, NGOs, and SMEs. All right, so the question now is, are you ready to learn? Are you ready to grow? Are you ready to lead? Because all of these opportunities have been made available, right? So are you ready to transform your own life and eventually teach and empower others? Are you ready to become a part of a community that believes in your potential, backs you up, and will not let you give up? And if the answer is yes, then you are welcome to the DEA, that's Digital Empowerment Academy. And we really look forward to this exciting journey together and to building your future together. So now we'll go through the rules of engagement, right, for this program, so that you do not lose out on all of the things we have itemized for breaking any of these rules, right? So for every organization, there needs to be rules to keep things running smoothly, right? So the rules and guidelines that I'll be going through they're not just do's and don'ts. They are the foundation for a vibrant learning experience where growth, collaboration, and transformation can happen for everyone. And these are also going to form the pillars of our learning culture. So like I said, this is a community. So beyond the training is going to go on for 4 months, but beyond the training, this community is still going to be preserved even after the training, because like we said, or like I said from the beginning, we are after your transformation, we are after your growth, we are after your success, right? So these are rules that will guide us for the next 4 months and beyond, right? As we ensure that everyone has an opportunity to build the future of their dreams. Everyone gets a seat at the table. So first of all, this is a scam-free, distraction-free zone. Our study groups are strictly for learning and collaboration, not for promotions, not for spam, not for scam-related activities, right? So in as much as there's that temptation to say, I do this, I want to promote it, please, that is going to be affecting other participants that are in that group with you, that are in that class with you. So we've had to turn off comments on the WhatsApp group, but once the training is starting proper, once everybody has been added to their respective tech classes, tech groups, comments will be on. So let's respect the fact that we are here to learn and everybody's here to collaborate, and people can miss messages. So the problem with posting promotions or posting spam when we have not clearly declared that, okay, this is networking time, is that those things will make people miss out on important information, right? By the time you're posting a whole lot of things not related, it will make that others will miss out on information. And that's really not cool, because we are all here to grow together and learn together. So it's not allowed completely to advertise any service, to share suspicious links, or to divert attention away from the goal of the group. Anyone who does that will be removed immediately without warning. So let's protect the space together and let's do what we are here for. And then the next rule is show up, stay engaged, and graduate. Right? It's not going to go on forever. It's 4 months. There are times where you'll be given assignments, you have weekly assessments, you'd have to join classes at least once every week. Please commit and complete this program, right? So that when you're earning your certificate at the end, it will be well deserved. You'll be able to defend that certificate anywhere. And there are some requirements to earn that certificate. You need to attend at least 80% of live classes. You need to participate in 80% of the weekly assessments, right? So this is how we ensure that you are really learning, and of course that you are deserving, you have completed the program, you are deserving of the certification at the end. So your consistency is the secret to your success, right? So in as much as tech is very lucrative, it also requires commitment from you. If you really want to sorry, just a minute. If you really want to be successful in the tech space, right, beyond even just learning, there's consistency, there is commitment that you need to display. Because even when you start to get jobs, there are times that you find out that you have jobs, you have gigs, they pay well, but they require you to be committed. They require you to give your time, to give your energy, your effort, to work long hours, right? So this success we are trying to look for does not come easy, right? Nothing good actually comes easy, but then you can do it, right? You have people even 18, 19 in countries like China. The people that make the phones we buy are probably 17, 18, but because they learned these skills, these things like commitment, these things like consistency early enough, they are able to do what maybe even 30 something year olds in Nigeria do not yet have the opportunity to do, right? So you can actually change that. You can develop these skills, you can build that muscle, that commitment, that consistency. And this is a very good test of that. So if you say you want it, how badly do you want it? Right? So are you willing to pay the price for it? Because for everything you want, there is a price to pay, right? And now, luckily, we've eliminated the financial price. So now, can you pay the commitment price, the consistency price? And for that, nobody's going to come and pay that price for you, right? The best we can do is, of course, make it available, bring it to your doorstep, but then we can't pay that price for you. So now, like I already have started, proof of commitment is required. So to take you to your respective WhatsApp groups, because we have a general WhatsApp group for general announcements, we're going to be moving everyone to UI UX group, digital marketing group, software development group, depending on what you want to learn. And my advice is you commit to one skill, right? So yeah, it's available, it looks shiny, but then don't spread yourself too thin. And then of course you're now struggling to balance all of them. So go through with the one that you want the most, the one you are interested in the most, the one you know you can do the most, right? So for you to be placed in those groups, you would need to follow and subscribe to our YouTube channels, right? Yeah, there's a cybersecurity group. I'm just seeing a comment on cybersecurity. There's a group for that as well. All of the groups are there, but you will not be joining, we'll be adding you, right? So you'll be sending screenshots of your subscription to this channel where we are having this stream. And the proof is that you made a comment, right? So you can screenshot any of your comments, because I think comments is open to just those who have subscribed, right? So subscribe, make a comment, send us a screenshot, and write, as you're sending the screenshots, you write the stack you want to learn on the group, right? So there are two channels that we'll be using for this training. We'll be using this and the other one, the Zealox Academy as well. So we'll be having another session on that one, and you'll be expected to also subscribe and comment. It's not going to take anything from you. It's not going to cost you anything. Just subscribe and comment, really, because what we are trying to do is leverage on YouTube's monetization to run and fuel this training. It's really not cheap or easy to carry out the training at this scale, right? To empower 1,000 people, to teach them these skills. We are paying instructors, we are paying for a whole lot of resources. So the least you can do on your own end is comment and subscribe, so that of course YouTube pays us, and then we use that fund to drive and fuel. Yes, you can learn to, but just be committed to the two. Nobody's going to restrict you or stop you. You just indicate you'll be added to those groups, but we need your so don't say because you're learning to, you're not meeting up with your assessments, you get only one certificate at the end of the day. Your certification is strictly based on your commitment and your consistency. So if you know you can do both, it's fine. Indicates you'll be added, right? But this subscription I'm talking about for the YouTube channel is very important. That's why we didn't use Google Meet, right? And we are being transparent so that we understand that this is not a setup, or I don't know, we're not trying to be sneaky about anything, right? So there is no payment. You're not paying for anything at any point, right? We have everything to give you, like we said from the beginning, as an empowerment and as a way of course, contributing to growing, of course, the digital space, the tech space, the youth in Nigeria, right? But of course, we need your participation as well. So then you'll be having assignments to build your portfolio, right? Take those assignments seriously, right? So those assignments, we'll try to limit them to once in 2 weeks and not every week, so that you are not overwhelmed. You learn every week, you have your classes every week, but you have an assignment every 2 weeks. And these are real practical assignments that will help you stand out in the job market, right? So, and to help you also build a portfolio that you can show to your employers or your clients, right? So take those assignments seriously and submit on time, and do your best and ask for help. If you need help at any time, the instructors are there, the group is there, just ask for help and you'll be given, of course, the help that you need. Then also share your impact so that others can benefit too. So the program is supported by, of course, we'll be getting, we don't have support right now, but we intend to have support from organization and partners who want to see real impact. So to keep the program going for others, you may be asked to fill short surveys. So we have a general survey, and then in the course of the program, you'll be asked to record a 1-minute testimonial video about your experience. So when that time comes, please, we are beckoning on you to participate, because your voice will help us prove the value of the project and help us secure future funding, right? So for this one, like I said, there's no external funding, but we hope to do this for 10,000 Nigerians. So you're just part of the first batch. So the way you can actually contribute so that others too can enjoy what you are enjoying is that when we reach out to you to fill surveys sometimes, please fill them so we can present this data to prospective partners. And then when we would ask you to record a 1-minute testimonial video about your experience, we're not asking you to make up anything, just say it as it is. If you've benefited, say that you have. If you enjoyed it, say that you have. If you've learned something, say that you have. Now, if you have an issue or a complaint, please send us a message privately. So there are admins on that group, just send them a DM, right? Especially the community manager would introduce the community manager to you. So just send her a DM directly. Try not to post complaints on the group so that we can keep the space organized. We don't, like I said, we don't want people to be silencing notifications because we are dealing with one person's issue and replying 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 comments and messages on the group. It might distract other people and might make them turn off their notification and miss out important updates and information and announcements. So now, finally, the community guidelines for a thriving learning environment. Yes, I saw this question. Can I learn one course at a time and register for another? Yes, so there'll be a next batch. So you can learn one, and then going forward, you register for another one, right? So at the end of the 4 months, we would announce when the next batch is starting, and then you can register for the next course then. So the community guidelines for a thriving learning environment. So of course, we are here to learn, right? So let's consider those who are learning alongside us, right? And not be so selfish. So it's just about me. It's about all of us. We are all learning together. We are all building together. We are all growing together. On the general group, it will be opened after this orientation. So first of all, respect above all. Treat every member with kindness. No bullying, no discrimination, and no personal attacks will be tolerated. So even maybe somebody answers a question in your group sessions, nobody's allowed to bully, discriminate, or condescend or attack any member of this community. No matter how funny you think the answers seem, we're all here to learn. If we were all professionals, we will not be here. So let's try to respect everyone. Then let's try to stay on topic. All discussions relate to your assignments, your project, DA activities, mentorship, and growth. And then no spam, no self promo. Don't post unrelated links for personal businesses unless you are given permission. So we'll create a social group because networking too is nice. It's good that we meet each other, we know what we do, we make friends, we build connections. But that will not necessarily happen on the groups that are designated for learning. So we'll create a social group, and then you have maybe weekends to socialize and post on this social group. So if you're unable to drop a comment, it's because you have not subscribed to the channel. Kindly click on the subscribe button and you'll be able to drop your comment. Because I just saw a message regarding that right now on WhatsApp. So yes, respect privacy and keep what is shared in the group confidential unless you are asked to share outside. Then give constructive feedback. Please give. Let's not be the reason somebody feels less of themselves or somebody loses their esteem or feels like they can't do it. Tech is not so easy, right? So let's be easy. Let's be supportive to one another. So critique when you're giving your critique ideas. Don't criticize people. And of course, we grow by lifting each other up. And then engage actively, right? Ask your questions, share your progress, support your peers. The more you engage, the more you grow. In fact, it's proving that when you explain to others, you grow. So by engaging and by sharing what you know, you are actually going to be helping yourself even grow better. So in case somebody reaches out to you for help, feel free to offer the help. So like I said, you're not going to join the WhatsApp group for your designated class. You're going to send us your screenshots of subscription and the comments, and then we will add you. Then you indicate. So as you send your screenshots, you indicate project management or you indicate digital empowerment. And yes, you can take 2 courses at a time, but make sure you are committed because if you miss out on your assessments and your weekly classes, you will not get your certification. So instead of going for 2, it's best to go for 1 and you focus, and maybe you go for the next one subsequently. But if you can, if you feel like you have time, you have the resources, you can handle all, it's fine. The group will be open. So the general group is where you are going to post the screenshots. After this orientation, we'll open the group. The reason we closed this was it was beginning to become a distraction. So we'll open it and we'll start moving those who are dropping their screenshots and their course. So you write down the course that you'll be taking and then you'll be added to the WhatsApp group. Then, like I said, casual chats should not happen on class groups. So there'll be a social group, right? It's still good to talk, to engage, but don't go too off the topic, right? So don't deviate too much from your classes and maybe questions you are being asked or questions you are answering on the group. Yes, the list of courses will be posted on the WhatsApp group, the general WhatsApp group, so that you can select the one you'll be going for. Then, if there's a problem, message an admin, send a personal message to the admin. We are here to help, not just moderate. All right, so the next thing is be inclusive and open-minded. So we are from different backgrounds, different regions, different experiences. So be patient and open to diverse perspectives. Right, then use clear professional language. So keep your tone clear and respectful. Don't use slangs or things that others might not understand. Then no question is too silly. Feel free to ask your questions. No one is too far behind. So one of the secrets of learning is that you are willing to look like a beginner. You're willing to look awkward, right? You're willing to start from the basics, right? So don't feel some type of way. If you don't understand something, ask. mention it. Don't look at who think that I don't know. Everybody here is here to learn. If they were pros, they would not be here, right? So don't feel awkward. Don't feel your questions are maybe silly or they are not. No, ask your questions, and we will ensure that everyone tries. Yes, somebody asked the question: if they take two courses and they pass one, will they get? Yes, you get certificate for the one you passed. We are tracking all of your assignments, your weekly assessments, your the classes that you join and you take. So that's what we use. Once you get 80% of that, you get your certification. Then report any issues. If you see something inappropriate or unsafe, let the community manager or any of the admins know immediately. Then finally, we want you to enjoy the journey, right? DEA is more than just a program. It's a community, it's a family, it's a launch pad, right? So make the most of it, learn, grow, laugh, and live better than you came. So when you commit to these values and these rules, you are not just helping yourself, you are contributing to a community that empowers everyone, right? And we want to create an unforgettable experience together. So once again, welcome to the Digital Empowerment Academy, and let's build the future digitally, boldly, and together. Right. So yes, it's time for the Q&A session. Thanks for your time. Thanks for joining. Thanks for your comments. I've seen a lot of thanks for the opportunity. Thank you too for being here, because if you were not here, we will not be here. We are here because of you. So thanks too for being here. So you can start to drop your questions. I know I have addressed some questions prior, but you can start to drop any questions that you have. This is officially the Q&A session, right? So feel free to ask anything, any clarification that you need. Just ask in the comment section and we would address it. Someone is saying, when are the classes starting officially? Right. So we would have another orientation where you get to meet your instructors one-on-one and get to we actually want to inspire you to take advantage of this program, right? So want to expose you to opportunities, to each of the tech fields. So there are some people that think, oh, graphic design is what I want to learn. But at the end of those orientation, you might now realize that, oh, there's no potential in cybersecurity, or there's no potential in software development. And then you now decide to go for that. So we would have that orientation. So once we are done with that orientation, that's where you meet your instructors, you understand each of those tech skills, the potential for those tech skills, and the money, how much money, because we know money is a good motivation, right? So how much money you can make in those spaces. So as a data analyst, what do you earn? As a software developer, what are the opportunities? What are the fields that you can venture into? Even for Web3, for normal tech, that's Web2. So I want to expose you to all of that. So once we do that, then we will be done with the orientation, right? And then we will start the training proper. So between now and the next orientation, you'll be sending us your subscription, right, to the two channels, please, the two channels. So once you subscribe to the two channels, you send us the proof by dropping a chat. Then we'll add you to the specific group, and then once the orientation is done, the trainings will begin. And we want all the trainings to start together, right? So we all start together and end together. So somebody is asking, is it necessary to own a laptop for most of the course? It's helpful to own a laptop depending on the course that you want to do. So for data analysis, for example, it's helpful to own a laptop, but if you do not, it should not discourage you, right? You can take your classes without a laptop, but when you have assignments, those once in 2 week assignments, you can easily lend a laptop from someone to do the assignments, right? The important thing is that you get the knowledge, you get the skills, and then eventually everything will fall in place and you get a laptop. So the when is the day for the class? Because I'm a student. So we understand that most of you are students. The classes will not be clashing with your schoolwork. We try to ensure that the program is very flexible and very convenient. So your weekly assessments will be once a week and it will be weekends, right? So there'll be polls. You and your instructor in your group will take your polls to say, okay, maybe we prefer Saturdays, we prefer Sundays, right? So it will be flexible and considerate. Where we cannot really guarantee that that time will be convenient for everyone. For some people, maybe mornings are better, some evenings are better, and all of that, right? But we'll try to put into consideration everyone while we pick the time for class. So the classes are not cast in stone. It's not like a fixed time that, oh, every day by this time, right? You have the opportunity to influence the timing, right, as a group. So you say, okay, we prefer Saturdays, we prefer Sundays, we prefer Mondays, whatever time works for you, but preferably weekend. So most of the life assessments will be weekend. So hope the classes, tests, and exams won't clash. No, they really will not. And if they do, let the community manager know that, oh, okay, the time that's been scheduled for the assessments for these two courses are clashing, and we'll probably do a makeup for you, probably let you take the assessments subsequently. Then requirement for the certification is simply 80% participation. So you participate, you attend classes, 80%, you take the assessment, 80%, you do assignment, 80%. Once you can do this, then you get your certification. So 80% of the 100%, which means there's an allowance for 20% to say, oh, okay, if you missed maybe something, there could have been an emergency or some reasons beyond your control, right? So 80% you would, of course, you would graduate, you get your certification. Yes, so yes, somebody is saying, please, I need a friend from data analysis class. I need someone to be a partner. Of course, by the time we all join our respective groups, we would all have the opportunity to meet others. We'd have the opportunity to meet others that are learning the same stack that we are learning and build connections with them, right? To do assignments together, to help out, maybe do group studies together. That's totally fine. So once you're in your group, you can actually meet prospective partners there. So somebody is saying, thank you for the opportunity. I want to ask how we in the diaspora can manage the whole schedule with the time difference. Oh, okay, this is interesting. Well, when, like I said, there'll be polls in the groups. There'll be polls in the group. So you vote to let them know that, oh, okay, this is a convenient time for you. But if it happens that the time that was chosen was not so convenient, do well to reach us and let us know, the community manager know. So that, like I said, makeups can be organized for assessments. And yes, there'll be recorded classes. There'll be recorded classes so that those who miss the live classes can catch up. And even if you were in the live class, you want to go over the classes again, there'll be recorded classes for that. I'm a prospective core member that will attend camp in the next batch. I want to know how my 3-week absence will affect my studies. Okay, so like I said, always reach out, let us know. When you are about to leave for camp, let us know the 3 weeks that you'll be missing so you can get a makeup when you return, right? You can still catch up with the recorded classes so that you learn. But if you are not able to join the live assessments, that's the weekly assessments, right? You let us know. So if there's any reason why you're not after, right? If you're reaching out after the assessment, it's assumed that you just missed it and you're looking for a soft landing. If you're going to miss the assessments, that's the weekly assessments, you let us know ahead. So once the time is fixed, for example, the time has been fixed for Saturday, 9 a.m. Meant you see that that time has been fixed, you reach out to the community manager, not your instructors, please, the community manager, and then you let them know that you might not be able to meet up for this class and these are your reasons, right? So I'm trying to go through. If many of the courses would send that to the group. Okay, let me go down. Yeah, there'll be recorded classes. Okay, so do we have any more questions? Any more questions? Okay, so I think that we do not, because I can't see. Okay, will the classes be just once in a week? So yes, your live classes will be once in a week. Will be once in a week, and preferably weekends, right? But then you would have Can someone who was not registered join again? Yes. So there's a link on the group currently. We'll resend that link. You can share to someone who did not register initially. It's a Google form link, right? Then the person will get added to the group and invite to join the group. How can we identify the community manager? Yeah, there'll be an introduction. You'd meet the community manager, would indicate, she'll introduce herself on the group, will indicate, and the next orientation should probably be on the live session so that you can meet her. There was a question I was answering, I got distracted. Yeah, with the classes be just once in a week. So the live classes will be weekends, preferably once in a week, ideally once in a week, except there is a need to really clarify a lot of things. Yes, there is still opportunity for someone to join between now and the next orientation. But once the next orientation, would have to shut down and focus on those that are in already. So if you know anyone who you think should benefit, it's great. You can go ahead to invite them. You can go ahead to invite them. So you send them the Google form link. Like I said, it will be posted on the group. It was posted before now for people to invite friends and family. So it will be posted again, right? So, but once the next orientation might be next weekend or 2 weeks. So it might be 3rd of May or 10th of May, either of the two. And we'll just have to, why there might be some delay with that is the instructors, right? So there are going to be 8 instructors. So we have to ensure that it fits their schedule, right? We have to pick a day that works for all 8 of them so that we can have all of them join the session and, of course, introduce us to the various tech skills, tech stack, the potential of those courses, what you can expect from the training, and then you get familiar with them so that it's not just, right, there's none of that instructor-student relationship. It's more cordial. Like, that's how you learn. We all had a teacher we liked in maybe secondary school or university, and we learned more from those courses, from those classes. So we're trying to get us familiar with the instructors ahead of the training. So I think that answers the question. So yes, do well to share with people who are interested, friends and family, so that we can all embark on this training and this journey to empowerment together. Then it's also I would also want to mention that it's also advisable we create LinkedIn accounts. So if you do not have a LinkedIn account, it's good to create a LinkedIn account so that you can post about your progress, your journey, your assignment, the things you're doing. And of course, LinkedIn is that platform that allows you to what do you call it, to meet with prospective employers, right, and clients. So we would encourage that you create, if you do not have a LinkedIn account already, this is a good time to create a LinkedIn account so that from time to time you share your progress, you share updates on that platform, and then you get access to, of course, a whole lot of opportunities. So if you are just joining, do well. If you are just joining, welcome. Even though you're quite late, well, welcome. You can watch the recording, but subscribe and drop a chat in the comment section and then send screenshots of that chat, right? That's what we are going to use to admit you to the various groups, right? And all of the rules of engagement have been said earlier on, so you can go back and watch that once this is made live on the channel, right? So yeah, take LinkedIn seriously. LinkedIn is really amazing. So we'll be having experts coming to have sessions with us from time to time, just like I said, even beyond the 4 months, to ensure that we are maximizing this opportunity. We'd have freelance experts, we would have Web3 experts, we have a whole lot of goodies lined up for us. Yes, we are sending the screenshots after this live session. We would open the group, the WhatsApp group, then you can start to send your screenshots so that you can start being added. But remember, it's the 2 channels you're subscribing to. You're subscribing here and you're subscribing to the Zealots Academy because that's where the sessions and the trainings will be going on. Yes, someone who has not registered can still join. There'll be a link that'll be sent on the group that you can share with them, a Google form link, and you can share that with them, and then they'll get an invite once they register to get added to the general group. So yes, take LinkedIn seriously, take your assignment seriously, pay the price. 4 months is not forever. It looks long, but it's a very short time, trust me. Attend your classes, turn in your assignments, take your weekly assessments, ask questions where you need clarifications. And of course, the sky will be your starting point and not your limits. And then of course be engaging conversations, discussions in the community. Information will always be posted there, opportunities will always be posted there, openings for internships will be posted there, and then you can just send in your applications. Okay, so do we have any more questions, or is that all, so that we can call it a day? All right, so I believe that we've all gotten value for our time today, and we've all understood. So yeah, if you joined late, just rewatch it so that you can catch up on everything that you missed, because this is so important, right? The rules of engagement, everything that I've explained today. I took my time to explain why we started the DEA, the organization behind the DEA, the goals and the vision for the DEA, right? So it's important that you watch this. If you are just joining or if you missed any part of it, go back and watch it so that you get the most and you know how to maximize the next 4 months. All right, thank you once again for your time. I'm super excited. The entire team is super excited to have you on board. We are super excited. We are thrilled. We look forward to a very empowering journey, a very empowering training. Yes, so it's advisable to send screenshots for the other socials, right? But if you are not on certain platforms, we can let that slide. But you need screenshots for the 2 YouTube channels. That is this one, Zealoft School of Marketing channel, and the Zealoft Academy channel to be added to your respective group, right? So you send those, and the proof that you're subscribed there is your comment, right? The fact that you can comment means you are subscribed. Because I noticed that some people were Nigerians are funny, right? Even though I don't think that DA members are funny, but I noticed that some people were sending some other people's screenshots, right? So they were sending screenshots that others had sent to the group the last time the comment section was opened. So that's why we are saying, okay, send us a screenshot of your comments, right? You won't copy somebody else's comments, right? So send that and indicate the course and the stack that you want to learn, and you'll be added to that group. Yes, so for those who have not registered, yes, there is opportunity. We'll send the Google form link so that you can forward to them and they can join us between now and the next orientation, because once that orientation is started, they will have to wait for the next batch, which is going to happen after 4 months. So your question has been answered. So when you rewatch, you get the answer to the question about can you learn more than one course. That's not a very short answer. So rewatch the stream and the answer is right there. Yes. So okay, guys, let's call it a day. I am genuinely excited and I look forward to a very impactful, empowering, and successful journey together with every one of you. So see you guys in class. See you guys in each of the classes. See you guys in the subsequent sessions we'll have with all of the other experts we'll be bringing to, of course, teach you, to empower you, to help you grow, to help you become your best self. All right. Do have a lovely weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and see you in class.